Heard or seen ads about a musical playing in San Francisco right now, and it's called Parade.
Okay, so the year is 1913, and if it took place today, it would probably be the most popular true crime series on Hulu. It's about anti-Semitism, mob mentality, and the parade of politicians, journalists, and everyday citizens participating in the dismantling of an innocent man. I talked all about it with Max Chernin. He is playing the lead character. Max, so happy to have you here in San Francisco.
Thanks
Welcome.
for having me. Yeah, thanks.
I saw the show on Friday, blown away.
Thank you.
So let's start by saying that you have an incredible voice.
Thanks.
And I feel like I can say that with some authority. I've seen a lot of musical theater in my time, and I was really impressed with what you're doing up there. You must be exhausted.
You know, we kind of build our battery up for the week that we have, and we get through it together. It's like, I say to a lot of people, if you've ever worked in food service, like,
yes,
we're all in it together. Sometimes when you're a waiter, there's one person that's working a double, and they're like, ugh. And we're all doing doubles on those 2 show days, and we're all doing it together. So it's there. We're there for each other.
That's the right attitude to have.
Absolutely.
It worked for me at the Olive Garden.
Yes.
Kind of.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, Hospitaliano.
Okay.
Let's get into Parade.
Sure.
So, Parade is one of those things that can be a hard sell because it's a very serious subject. Like the synopsis, briefly, just to let everyone know who hasn't seen it, is that it's about this real man who lived in the early 1900s in Atlanta, Georgia, and he's from New York, he's Jewish, and he's supremely unpopular in this particular environment. He is the supervisor at a factory. There is a tragedy that happens at the factory. He's blamed for it. How do you sell it to people given the true story that is very sad?
Yeah, I think we kind of clue people in on what this story is, and we then kind of acknowledge that there's also this other part of it, this romantic love story between him and his wife, and how these 2 people kind of navigated this tragedy together. And then I start talking about how beautiful the score is. I think this is a really unique theatrical experience that we don't have much anymore. It's this like sweeping orchestral feel to it. And the talent in the show is just exceptional. And I think it'll really surprise audiences in ways that they had never expected.
You're right. It is this beautiful score. It's Jason Robert Brown, and he's done Bridges of Madison County in the last 5 years. And he is one of those that just knows how to churn out some music.
Truly.
So you're right. It's this really horrific story and this beautiful music. And putting those 2 things together really leaves the audience in this sometimes uncomfortable place. Yeah,
absolutely.
But that's okay.
Yeah, I think it's a really important piece right now in terms of what's going on in the world, and how it's kind of a mirror to where we are as a country right now. Yeah.
You're right, because part of the story, and this is part that interests me because of what I do, but there is this role that the media plays in the true story of Lucille Frank, where it's sort of just stoking the fire, you know, finding the thing that people are coming together around, which is horrible. And then making it the headlines that they know are going to sell.
Yeah. And it's interesting because when this originated in New York in 1998, social media didn't exist.
Right.
So now we're here in 2025, and the way people are getting their news, the news sources have changed. And so I think this kind of frantic propaganda that's embedded in a lot of our news right now is feeling really relevant. Yeah.
Without saying too much, spoiler alert, it's not a happy end.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, as an actor, how do you shed that every day?
Sure, yeah. So we actually had a really incredible person on our creative team. Her name is Ann James, and she was our sensitivity specialist. So she helped us through a process that she calls de-rolling, stepping out of your role. And for me, she suggested that we tie it to something that stimulated our senses. And so for me, I The first thing I tie it to, I wear glasses and a wedding ring. So when I take off my glasses and I take off my wedding ring, I've kind of set my character out on my dressing room table. And then I have like a little essential oil to kind of smell. I'll eat a little something. I'll play a little bit of music just to kind of rewire my brain. And when I'm putting on the clothes that I've come to the theater with and I'm stepping out, I kind of like put myself back on and step into the day. But sometimes I do carry it with me, and that's just something I've acknowledged along the way. You know, it's really special. It's special for us to be telling Leo's story right now, and it's such an honor to do every night, honestly.
I wouldn't say if I didn't believe it. I would just remain silent. Parade is great, and Max is fantastic.
And it seems so timely, too, in so many ways.
It is.
Yeah.
It was prescient, as they say.
Yeah. Go check it out.
Parade plays the Orpheum Theatre through next weekend. You can get tickets for Parade at BroadwaySF.com.